Who we got in the room? What up, Electric Plasma? Hold on. What up, Bill D? What up, Nerf? What up, Russian guy? Hey, listen, is the mic working? Mic okay? What we got? Is the mic working? Trolling for soup, you got me there, bro. You got me there. And the sad thing is, man, I wish I had done a game room tour of my shit before I sold 90% of it. It sucks. What up, Boogie? What's up, man? So trolling for soup, you're definitely right. So, but literally, I've been busy, man. This whole week, I've been working doubles. I finally got 2 days off. Yesterday, I think I slept till like 1 p.m. because it was a day off and I needed it badly. And then today, same thing. But I watched a bunch of movies over the last 2 days. So I saw the new movie Tenet, Christopher Nolan's new movie Tenet. What's up, Dean? I heard you wrote a deal the other day, Dean. No, I didn't hide your comments, Russian guy. I don't do that shit. So I saw Tenet. I wasn't really impressed. It was okay. I mean, people are making it out to be the best movie of all time. Let's calm down a little, okay? It's good, but I mean, is it earth-shattering cinema? I don't think so. Yeah, no. So I saw Pumpkinhead. I've seen all 3 of the Pumpkinheads. There's 4. For some reason, I can't find the 4th. And if I go on Amazon, I got to buy the movie just to watch it, not actually buy the physical movie. I literally got to buy. You know how you rent a movie for like $3? Well, on this one, the only option is to purchase the movie for $11, and it's a digital copy, which I'm all set with. So until I can figure out how the fuck I'm watch the 4th Pumpkinhead movie, I got to watch that. But anyway, I saw Tenet. I saw, what up? Yes. I saw The New Mutants. I mean, look, I guess it was supposed to be the first of a trilogy before Disney bought Marvel. So, I mean, 50 minutes, the first 50 minutes of the movie was nothing. It was like, what the fuck am I watching? It was literally just, it wasn't a good, I don't think it was good. I mean, it was literally like teenage X-Men is what it was. And maybe that's the premise, I guess, but it was, so The New Mutants was I give it a C. Tenet, I'd give maybe a C+. Then I saw the new Bill and Ted movie. Again, I give it a C+. So I saw those 3. Then I saw a horror movie called Followed. It's not the Australian Followed. I had to rent it off Amazon. It was about a vlogger who's trying to get subscribers. He goes and stays at this haunted fucking hotel in Los Angeles. It's a mess of a movie. I mean, it kept my interest throughout, but it had no ending. It was stupid. So, yeah, all right, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe my mic was just fucked up that one day. If Don't Breathe, no. Is that the one where the guy's blind or something? But he can hear? Is that the guy? Is that the movie, Boogie? Don't Breathe? I had no interest in that if that's the movie. What else did I see? I saw a movie called... Yeah, Boogie, I had no interest in that one. What else did I fucking see today? Oh, I saw a movie called King's Gambit. The premise sounded a hell of a lot better than the movie actually was. It was pretty bad. Made no sense. It's convoluted. So I got a couple more movies I need to see tonight after the stream. I got to see a movie called Fatima, which is basically based on biblical Fatima. This is an interesting one. It takes place, I think, in the early 1900s, and these kids in Brazil apparently are visited by her, and she tells them the only way to end World War I is if I don't know exactly what's going on, but it seemed pretty good. Yeah, and Boogie, I thought so. But critics said it was good, but I had no interest in it. So I got to see Fatima tonight, and then there's one other. It's a very, very, very B movie, and it's Christian too. It's called Heaven's War, about a senator who I guess gets transported into a race for life and death in biblical time. It's weird, but it's sort of a sci-fi thing. So here's the deal. To answer your question, yes. Marvel I'm into. So growing up, I didn't understand what Marvel and DC were because I hardly read any comics. All I knew was Spider-Man and Batman and X-Men. Like I didn't get into the whole DC and Marvel thing. While the Marvel movies came out, I got to thank Jamie for this. Jamie, otherwise known as I forget what her persona is on here. Boy, I forget her YouTube name, but Jamie, friend of mine, was telling me, because I only watched, like, for example, I had no interest I watched Thor, the first Thor when it came out, but I would skip, the Hulk, or I would skip, just name something. I'd skip over some, not realizing there was an entire, like, universe, basically, until she basically said, what are you doing? There's a whole... So anyway, long story short, I have literally seen every Marvel cinematic movie ever, every TV show, every one shot, as they're called, which is the little snippets on the DVDs when they came out to home movies. So yes, so that's basically it. So yeah, I've seen literally every Marvel, everything. And the New Mutants obviously is the next in the Marvel. It's a Marvel movie, but it's obviously not I don't think it's in the cinematic universe. So, tweet share, thanks, bro. Who's your favorite DC and Marvel? I mean, my Halo, it's got to be. I mean, Jesus. Nowadays, like back in the day, it was Batman and Spider-Man. Spider-Man's both DC and Marvel, but Batman I loved as a kid growing up. Spider-Man I loved as a kid growing up, and that's really all I got into. I saw the X-Men cartoons like back in the day, but that was pretty much it. Nowadays, I thought Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was one of the best TV series I've ever seen. Very rarely when you're watching a TV show does the TV show move. Like you're watching it and 40 minutes go by and you're like, holy shit, 40 minutes just went by. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was one of those shows. I literally would watch it and then 40 minutes later, what seemed like 5 minutes later, it was over. And I'm like, holy crap. Like I lost so much track of time because it moved at such a quick pace. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., one of the best TV series ever, in my opinion. So as far as, and the Runaways was a great Marvel show. Which I didn't think I'd get into it, but I really got into it. It was good. So as far as TV series, Halo, it'd have to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Runaways. Daredevil was good. Luke Cage I hated. It was boring. Iron Fist I liked. I liked the when they all fucking banded together. I can't fucking remember what it was called. Rope shooting. I don't know what that means. Did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. get canceled? Yeah. So basically, after the 4th season, when Disney bought Marvel, Disney owns ABC, but Disney wanted to cancel literally all of the old Marvel shows. That's why all those shows on Netflix didn't get renewed. Netflix had to drop them, and so forth. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was brought back. The ratings were terrible, but the critics loved the show. There were diehard fans like myself who loved the show. So they brought Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back for 2 seasons, 5 and 6, and both were shortened seasons. 6, literally, the show just ended, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it ended pretty strangely, but, it was a fitting end. I mean, they were starting to get out in left field. They were running out of ideas, so I get it. But it was a great series. Great series. Really, it was a really, really good series, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, yeah, right. You're full of shit. MK12 hasn't been even announced. Russian dude, he's full of shit. Talking about he pre-orders MK12. Okay. Spider-Man and Batman were yeah, I know. Chadwick Boseman died out of fucking nowhere. That was nobody knew he was sick, and like only his like even people he worked with didn't know he was sick. That's fucking crazy. Spider-Man and Batman were my favorites. Daredevil was my favorite Marvel TV show. Daredevil is a hell of a show. I liked it. And what's his face? Vincent D'Onofrio did a hell of a job as what's his fucking face? The hell's his name? I forget his fucking name in the show. Let's see. I am into I should have been into Bitcoin a hell of a lot earlier than I was, Brandon. Otherwise, I'd be tired right now. I could have bought Bitcoin when it was like $20 a coin. And I fucking didn't because I didn't understand what the fuck it was. And fucking, poor me. Wilson Fisk. Yeah, thank you, Halo. That's who it is. Yeah, I think it is Rambo Outlaw. Now that I look at it, to me, all it looked like was, you know how if you ever read the Russian alphabet, it kind of looked like what I was reading. I didn't really look into his screen name, but you're right. Yes, it does look like Rambo Outlaw. So good for him. Captain America was surprisingly good. I agree with that. You would be great to watch Gamble on Rubet. I don't know what that is. No idea. As far as stocks, I bought Carnival and Norwegian when they were down to like $7 to $8 a share a few months ago, and they tripled at one point. They were over 20. They've fallen back down to about 16, but I made a quick 2,500 on that, and I'm still up. And I just bought $200 worth of GE because the 52-week high for GE was about $13 a share, and I just bought it at around $6. And industry analysts have been telling people to buy GE. 67% of the people on Robinhood, at least from what I was reading, are saying to buy GE. So I just bought 30 or so shares, 32 shares of it. So that's that. So what has everybody else been up to? I'm trying to. Somebody told me to try to eat 100 McNuggets in like 5 minutes. I went to McDonald's the other day and I had about 7 McNuggets. I almost threw up. So that's not going to happen. I don't know what McDonald's has done to their chicken McNuggets, but boy, do they suck. They're just terrible. So we got to figure out what challenges you guys want me to do that I can potentially, it's got to be food that I would actually eat. It can't be, it can't be like chili, for example. I wouldn't be able to eat it and I'd lose. So figure that stuff out. What has everybody else been up to here? Oh, Alyssa. Who's Alyssa G? You're new. I don't know. I kind of think the new Spider-Man movies are kind of trash. Maybe I'm biased because I grew up watching Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Wait, Alyssa, are you EDP's friend or whatever? Or EDP told you to come and watch this? Watch the stream, Alyssa. Did we talk last week? Or the last time we did a stream about the horror movies that you were naming off? Is that you, or am I thinking of somebody else? I like the new Spider-Man movie that was animated. That was pretty good. The multiverse one. Go to Rubet and gamble. That's a challenge. I don't know what the hell Rubet is. Yeah, no nugget challenge. What up, me man, Greg? What's up, dude? What's going on? Watching the Yankees. Yeah. Red Sox are just fucking horrible. And don't get me started on the Red Sox with the trades they made. I don't mind the trades that they made. I get it. But for what they got in return, like they traded Kevin Pillar, who's, 30 years old? He's still a great defensive outfielder. He was hitting 300 with us. And they traded him for an international slot money. It's like, what the fuck? I understand contending teams are not going to give up the farm because it's a fucking wacky year. But at the same time, come on. You couldn't get a fucking prospect for him. Single A, almost double A prospect who might be hitting 230 but has potential upside. Oh, Alyssa, thanks. Hey, appreciate that. Alyssa G. Wait, you're not Alyssa Gallagher, are you? No, Rambo, that was Mandy Dickey who had that Facebook page. So, no, all right. That would have been crazy if you were. Do a party bag of potato chips in under a minute. I don't know if I'm able to do that. I don't think that's enough time. And if it was going to be potato chips, it'd be fucking baked Lays because those are the only chips I'll eat. The rest of them are too greasy or too gross or whatever. Baked Lays, you know what? I could try. All right, that's a pretty decent one, M Boogie. I feel you there. I'll try to do like a big bag of Lays, baked Lays barbecue or something in maybe 2 minutes or less. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Just eat a Reaper. I don't know what the fuck a Reaper is. Hey, anybody, any thoughts on Madden 21? Okay, so, Thomas, I bought Madden 21. I was actually going to do the $100 version because that's how I always roll, even though I don't fucking use any of the codes and shit. But for my collection for sports games, I always buy the highest level there is. I haven't played it yet because, like every sports game, I only play the games as the season progresses. Like I follow along with the season. But yeah, look, here's the thing, man. I've seen videos on people talking about how Madden is trash and it's just trash as fuck. Madden has been trash as fuck for years. And I think this one was just a culmination of everything. I haven't played it. I'm sure it's the same Madden that we've all played for the last 8 years. Nothing's changed. There was a guy on YouTube who literally put together the celebration scene at the end of the Super Bowl, and it's the exact same scene from Madden 17 on. The exact same scene. And it's look, what do you think about people who force their dogs to go vegan because they're vegan? Hey, all the power to them. Poor doggies. But so here's the deal with Madden, man. Like, look, something. Nothing's going to change. It really isn't. We could all just not buy Madden, but that's not going to happen because we're all going to buy Madden because everybody does. And even if 10,000 people this year don't buy Madden, there's still 2 million that will. So it's a problem. I know 2K is working on that blitz style fucking football game because there's an agreement that the NFL, at first, a third-party publisher, the only third-party publisher that could make a football game was EA. That was the original agreement that they signed in 2006. That's how 2K got out of football altogether. 2K made All Pro Football 2K8. It was okay, but it had all the retired people, and it was like, what the fuck. But 2K is making that blitz style game. So now third-party publishers can make a football game. They just can't make a simulation football game to compete with Madden. So the agreement has diminished a little, which is good news. But I always said, and I'll always say this to the day I die, 2K Sports and EA, they got the wrong sports. 2K made great football games, made shitty baseball games, and vice versa. EA, some of those baseball games they made, like MVP Baseball with Manny Ramirez on the cover, were some of the best baseball games I've ever played. They were fun. They were enjoyable. The controls were tight. You could play a game in 30, 35 minutes. I mean, and EA makes shit football games. It's fucking ridiculous. They have the NFL license. They have every NFL license. They have every, behind the scenes thing that they can have, and it's horrible. Like the animations are horrible. Like they have this. I mean, look, we're talking about the PS4. If there are certain sports games out there that can actually have like NBA 2K has people's faces in the crowd. Like it's close to what a crowd would actually look like with real humans. If 2K can do that for the crowd, there's no reason that EA can't do that with individual players on the sidelines. I just, I could go on and on and on about how Madden sucks. And it's not so much that franchise mode sucks, and it's not so much that this sucks or that sucks. It's literally a recycled game, and it has been for fucking 10 years at least, and they've done nothing. They've done nothing. What do you think of are you buying Tony Hawk? No interest in Tony Hawk. Who do you think will make it Stanley Cup Finals? It's going to be Tampa Bay in the East, and it's probably going to be Vegas in the West. Waiting for Mafia 1. Games that are coming out. So Crash Bandicoot 4 is coming out October 2nd. I'll be picking that up and playing that. Hopefully by then I can live stream this shit, figure out how to do it. The game room will be obviously set up way before then. So Crash Bandicoot 4 comes up. comes out. Fucking Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory comes out, and I'll be playing the hell out of that to expand the story after 3. So Melody of Memory comes out, I think, November 13th. Then we have Valhalla, Assassin's Creed comes out November 17th. And then there's one other game. Oh, and then Streets of Rage 4 should be coming to me any second now. I know the game's been out a while, but I pre-ordered the limited edition from Limited Run Games, so hopefully sometime in mid-September I'll get that. So there's 4 fucking games that are coming out. I'm going to be pretty busy, especially with Valhalla. But I don't know how. I'm working 2 jobs now until this promotion hits, so I don't know what when I'm going to have time really to play these, except on my off days. And on my off days, I got to fucking run errands and shit. So, it's going to, I used to be able to get home after work. I'd get home around 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'd play till like 1, 2 in the morning, go to sleep, go wake up, go to fucking work. And I'd play, and then I'd play all day, every day on my off days. I'd run my errands real quick, and then I'd play. Valhalla, I don't know how I'm going to have time for that. It's craziest. Gameplay is horrific. Presentation was better 15 years ago. So the last best Madden game was Madden 99. That was the last best Madden game, or the last good Madden game, I should say. That was the year they finally went to polygons, because if you remember, Game Day 98, Sony's Game Day was the first polygonal video game ever in that era. Madden 98 was still sprites. Then the following year, they came out with Madden 64 for the 64, and then Madden 99 obviously was the same thing, or for the PS1, and that was it, because Saturn at that point didn't have any. Where in there was sex time with the ladies? Well, during Assassin's Creed, there is no sex time with the ladies, unfortunately. Graphics have improved, Diet Coke, but I mean, the bottom line is, here's what I'm looking for. Okay, the play-by-play isn't bad. Like, I don't mind Charles Davis and whatever, Brandon Godden. I don't mind them. But here's what hasn't changed. I remember when Madden had the Tony Bruno show. Remember when during your fucking franchise mode or whatever, you're fucking around, diddling around with like fucking, you're looking at stats, or you're looking whatever, and they had that radio fucking show, the Tony Bruno show. That was almost like Grand Theft Auto type shit, where literally every radio show was like 25 minutes every week, and it was a different one every fucking week. It was good. Why can't they fucking bring that to this game? Something like that. Why can't they got fucking ESPN personalities. Remember? Dude, I remember when NHL fucking All-Star Hockey from Sega was out in the day, or ESPN fucking Sunday Night Baseball back in the day. They had those cutscenes with Chris Berman and all those fucking guys. Why can't they fucking do that for Madden? It's ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense. Have a halftime show. Have an actual halftime show. Don't send it back to fucking what's-his-face in Florida. What do they call him? The coach? Fucking Coachman, or whatever the fuck his name is. If you're going to send it back to him, that's okay, but actually have fucking... Okay, I'll give you an example. NFL 2K fucking 2 and all this shit, okay? NFL 2K5, when they had a halftime show, they at least... And this is back on the PS2. This is back graphic, like memory and graphic capabilities. They must have used the PS2's capabilities to the max, because they would actually have a halftime show, and it would show in-game footage of what was going on in that game that the computer was simulating. That shit was sick. Why can't Madden do that? We're up to the PS4 Pro now, almost the PS5. And they can't fucking, if they have a halftime show, it's 3 fucking seconds. The guy goes over, Coachman just goes over, fucking highlight and he talks about it for 20 seconds. What the fuck? Show some fucking footage. You have enough horsepower to do it. You have enough memory to do it. It's fucking ridiculous. I have not played Fall Guys. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck that is. I've seen it. People are going bananas over it. No interest, probably. Your Russian guy, you're right. They actually had a halftime show with highlights. This is back on NFL 2K5, which is one hands down the best value in video game history. For $19.99 brand new, you bought NFL 2K5, and that's when EA shit their pants. That's when they said, oh, fuck. We're charging $50, and our game's fucking trash. And that's when they went to the NFL and said, we're going to give you $18 billion to have exclusive rights. Okay. So that's my thoughts on Madden, man. There's so much shit they can do, and I just don't know why they don't do it. And you know something? Here's why they don't do it. Because they have an exclusive agreement, and we, like the cattle we are going to go and pick up a game because guess what? We're going to fucking do it anyway, and they know we're going to do it anyway because if we want to play video game football, what choice do we have? We don't. You know? I mean, that's what it is. It's unfortunate, man. They got us by the balls because it's the only football game out there. I wish the NFL would wake up. I wish Goodell would wake up and say enough's enough. Because I'm telling you right now, EA is in big trouble. If Goodell and the NFL say, okay, anybody can make a fucking game, we're not doing this exclusive horseshit anymore, EA's done. EA's in so much trouble. EA is in so much trouble. Because for years they've been fucking literally just revamping the rosters. That's all they've been doing. And sending out the same fucking trash. For them to actually now sit there and actually hire programmers with skills. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. That's why I'm making these faces. They're in trouble, man. Kelton Peterson, favorite game of all time is Tetris. It's Tetris, as crazy as that sounds, but if you're talking like a real video game, it would have to be Mortal Kombat. Let's see. Yeah, I'm hoping see Henny or Chenny or however you pronounce your name. With this much backlash, they have to update whatever they fucking need to update before the season starts. But thank you, Mean Man Greg, for the bless you. Thank you for that. But yeah, but knowing that, I mean, even with the trash they sent out anyway, even last year they don't fucking update shit. And by the time they update it, half the season's over and shit. So nobody fucking cares. Somebody said something. Somebody said something I want to comment on, I think. They actually had a halftime show. Oh, yeah. Diet Coke says MLB The Show. Okay, here's the problem. Here's my problem with MLB The Show. MLB The Show is a solid baseball title. It is a solid baseball title. However, because Sony has an exclusive agreement with Major League Baseball where they can be the only first-party publisher to make baseball games, it's a problem. It's a problem. Here's why MLB The Show is a problem, okay? Here's why. I'm going to name off some, it's minor. They're minor grievances. But for someone who's so analytical like I am, and for someone who's addicted to statistics like I am, this pisses me off. Okay. In real life, when the calendar flips to September 1st, in olden days, 40-man rosters would expand on September 1st, okay? Now, I know MLB Show is great, and everybody fucking loves MLB The Show and all this shit. Let's just calm down for a second and hear me out, okay? Because gameplay is great. I have no problem with the gameplay at all. Actually, I do. Last year's version, for some reason, it was fucking impossible. I couldn't hit home runs to save my life. I don't understand. What happened? I'm even on easy mode. Couldn't hit a home run to save my fucking life. Made no sense. I mean, it made no sense. It was fucked up. It was weird. But here's the problem with MLB The Show. September 1st, rosters expand. And in real life, teams can fucking call up whoever they want, right? 40-man rosters. Well, for some reason in MLB The Show, even though September 1st rosters expand, not in MLB The Show. To be able to have rosters expand in MLB The Show, you got to wait until your minor league team season is over. Then you can start calling players up. Now, normally, that's not that big of a deal, okay? But for someone like me who literally, on every MLB season, I look at this I have control over all the teams, and to make it as realistic as possible, I will literally look at every transaction that every team makes every single day and do it in the game. And so when you got 1 million fucking players being called up on September 1st because rosters expand, and I can't call anybody up until September 13th, that's a fucking problem in the game, in my opinion. Okay? That's grievance number one. Now, with the new collective bargaining agreement or the rules that they changed starting next year, this would have been the last year that rosters expanded to 40. Next year, they stopped doing that. It's going to go to 28, I think, so that's going to be irrelevant anyway. But for years, I thought that was a problem. Here's another grievance. I forget which version it was, the last one that actually got this right, but Matt Vasgersian around the 6th or 7th inning would say, here's the game recap, and he would literally show a highlight for the Red Sox and a highlight for the team they were playing, and then the third one would be like an overall highlight depending on what team was doing what. So, for example, it would be, Mitch Moreland, 2 for 2, 2 home runs. Let's say they were playing the White Sox, and it would have a White Sox player, good or bad. It would have, Corey Dickerson 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts, and then it would have whichever team was winning. It would have the third highlight on the thing would be whatever it was. So if the Red Sox were winning, it would go Moreland, the White Sox player, and then another Red Sox player, right? Well, here's the problem. For some reason, twice during the game, Vasgersian will say, here's the line score, so we see what everything, and line score being the box score will flash. Like usually around the 5th inning, the line score will show. And then in the 7th inning or 6th inning or the 7th inning, I think it's the 7th inning for the game recap, he'll say, here's a game recap, but they show the fucking line score twice. And there is no game recap. And I don't know why Sony hasn't fucking figured that out. It's a fucking problem. Why haven't they figured it out? Because they're doing what EA's been doing. Literally just recycling the same game and just throwing it out there. It's the same shit. It's fucking horrible. Now, the difference is MLB The Show is an actually decent game to play. Okay? It's fucking okay. But Madden is not. But Sony's doing the same thing. They're just fucking recycling the same fucking game and throwing it out there and just slapping a new fucking coat of paint on it saying, hey, it's fucking the new game. You know? So, that's my fucking deal with MLB The Show. You're going to dress like Goro for Halloween. That's cool. Xbox or PlayStation? That's a tough one. I think I'm buying both. Here's why. Sony's going to have better exclusives. It's not going to even be close. When the new God of War game comes out, you're going to need a PlayStation. Godfall, Sony exclusive. But I'm getting a Series X because it'll be a more powerful console. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Series X for AAA titles, like the Assassin's Creed games and the Crash Bandicoot games and the Mortal Kombat games and all that. And I'll be getting a PlayStation 5 for MLB The Show and for the Sony exclusives. However, supposedly, and I know this has been a wacky year, but starting next year, MLB The Show is coming to multiple platforms. And I don't understand why Sony would do that. It makes no sense. And here's what I mean by that. Sony knows if you're a gamer and you want to play baseball games, aside from RBI baseball, which is trash as hell, okay, Sony knows you got to buy a PlayStation to be able to play simulation baseball games, right? Real fucking baseball games. So why would Sony risk an install base and just selling a game on a Microsoft or Nintendo? Well, Nintendo, I don't really care. It's more Microsoft than anything because people who have a PS5 will probably have a Switch. Switch is a different animal when it comes to gaming. I just don't know why Sony would do that, though. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. MLB The Show is the only sports game I can tolerate. Yeah, no. NBA 2K is probably the best simulation game of all the 4 sports. NBA 2K is good. I would go NBA 2K, followed by MLB The Show, followed by NHL, barely over Madden. Madden's dead last. And even NHL is the same recycled shit. Dude, everything's the same fucking recycled shit. That's why we need 2K in here, man. Sekiro, I've not played it. Obviously, everyone's fucking jacking off to it. I don't know. To me, it looks like a cool game. It's been sold out anywhere I want to buy it. So, but I'm so fucking far behind on games I need to play that it's going to be lost in the shuffle. Like, remember, I got 4 AAA titles coming out this year. Kingdom Hearts, Assassin's Creed, Crash Bandicoot, and Streets of Rage 4. and I'm still behind. I still haven't played the new Shaq Fu yet, which I have to play. I'm behind. I haven't played Tetris Effect yet. I wanted to play that. Blair Witch, by the way, Blair Witch is coming out October 2nd. That's another game I'm going to play. Physical version's coming out October 2nd. I reserved that for the PS4. Supposedly it was only going to be a Microsoft game, an Xbox exclusive, but now they bring it also to Sony. So, yeah, it is going to be pricey, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do. Good news is I'm not really going to need. I'm going to get a PS5 first, I think, only for the exclusives. I'll wait on the Series X because I'm not going to need a Series X until the next iteration of a AAA game comes out. Because, for example, I have the collector's edition of the new Valhalla game coming for the PS4. Obviously, crashes for the PS4. The only time I'd need maybe a Series X is if NBA 2K21 comes out. But I'm not going to need to pick both up at launch. I can pick a PS5 up. And the other thing, too, is two things. One, if it does come out, if they do come out this year, they're going to be severely limited. So there's probably only going to be maybe 1,000 released because of Sony having problems with the pricing, with the fucking insides of the system, because prices are going up and down because of the pandemic and everything else. So if it does come out, it's going to be highly limited anyway. And if it doesn't come out, it's going to be delayed till 2021 most likely. So either way, you're fucked. I'm not a fan of James Bond games because 007 ruined it for me, because I think I've heard of Tourette's guy. I don't know. I think. But fan of James Bond games. Yeah, 007 ruined it for me as a kid. All I wanted to do when I go over my friend's house and play games, all they want to do is play GoldenEye. I want to play other shit. So that's fucking that. What else is going on? Sorry, I got people. Jay Willie, that's who it is. Jay Willie is the one that told me about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that there actually was a universe. Yeah, man. Memes guy, I'm with you. These consoles will force everybody to upgrade TVs. So, not so fast, Rambo. I don't think so. Because supposedly the difference between 8K and 4K is almost impossible to see with the human eye. It literally is not that big of a difference. It's a big, let me rephrase. It's a big difference, but us as humans really can't see the difference. You literally have to sit so close to the TV to be able to see a difference. I have 4K TVs, so I'm not worried so much about that. Yeah, Diet Coke, man. Again, for those of you who are watching this, there's a contest going on that I'm promoting. And what you guys have to do is you have to find a horror movie. Tell me the name of the horror movie. And it's not like this is a trivia question that I know the answer to. I don't know the answer to it. So if you guys start naming movies just to name movies, I'm going to get pissed. But if you actually, what I would advise you to do is start watching horror movies and try to find it for me, and then tell me what it is. The first one that tells me is going to win $500. But basically, the horror movie came out between the 1990 to 94. Okay. 1990 to 94. It was a woman goes into either a cave or the bottom of a house, or she goes into like a fucking storm cellar type deal. But I think it's a cave, and she goes in, and as she's in the cave, and it's daylight outside, so it's daylight, she runs into a cave, she's being chased by something. And in the cave, the soundtrack to the movie, there are these people that are chanting almost in demonic voices, and they're doing this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're doing that over and over and over and over. Both men and women in demonic voices as the woman is running into this cave and running out. Something's chasing her. Don't know what it is. It is not any of the Children of the Corns. It is not Pumpkinheads, and it is not Village of the Damned. I've seen all of them. They're not them. So anybody else and it's not any of the Amityville Horrors. I've seen all of those. Speaking of which, there are two more Amityville Horrors that just came out that I have to see. The Rural, dude. So Rambo, if The Rural is a movie between 1990 and 1994, then I'll check it out. But if it came out way after that, it's not the movie. Again, this movie came out between 1990 and 1994. And if you want to get more in depth, I would even expand the search from 1988 to 1994, but not before then and not after either. Because I remember seeing the movie as a kid in the house. So wait a minute, I can actually tell you when it was the cutoff because I was in the first house I ever grew up in. I'm almost positive. So I wasn't at my grandparents' house, and it wasn't in the apartment I grew up in Chestnut Hill. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you right now, 94 is the last cutoff. No, I was 10. I want to say 93 was the cutoff. So 88 to 93, check that. I'm going to search The Rural, dude, but I don't think it's that. And of course, I keep forgetting my internet doesn't work in this fucking room. Like the programmer, Shadow Cage. What's up, dude? Yeah, no. So it's not The Rural. It's no. It's fucking again 88 to 93. Those are the years we need to figure out here. Okay. What's everyone else doing here? What are people up to? Did you end up blowing chunks? No. So, Donio, here's what happened. For those of you who are watching the live stream, after the milk, literally after I finished it, I almost threw up. I had to steady myself right here on camera. I had to steady myself. I had to continuously swallow and just breathe and relax so I didn't throw up. Finally went away, the feeling of me hurling. I wanted to so badly, but I didn't want to get it all over the fucking floor here. And then what happened is I sat back down and was on camera for another 20 minutes with you guys. Hiccuping for like 20 minutes. I had 2 bouts with diarrhea, but not that bad. Not diarrhea like I was on the toilet for 20 hours. It was literally went to the toilet, shit my brains out, was done, woke up at like 3 hours later, went to the fucking toilet, shit my brains out, and that was it. I was fine after that. So this dude said Dark Waters, which, oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see. Never even heard of this. I'll watch it. I doubt this is it because there's a lot of Russian people in this movie. And if it's in a different language, it's definitely not it. This is cool because this is a movie I'd actually fucking see. Dark Waters or Dead Waters. I don't think I'm gonna watch it because it looks fucking good, but I don't think it's the movie. Dinosaur Island. Which 2 teams are going to be in the finals? You know something? If the Celtics get past Toronto, okay, here's the problem. If the Celtics get past Toronto, Here's the deal. If Milwaukee can beat Miami, I think the Celtics get past Toronto, the Celtics have a chance against Milwaukee. If Miami beats Milwaukee, Miami's going to the NBA Finals. You're hearing it right now. If Miami beats Milwaukee, Miami will go to the finals. Miami is a very dangerous team, and the Celtics have played like shit against them all year. Very well coached, obviously. Jimmy Butler's played out of his mind. They have an incredible depth. Their bigs are better than ours. Miami's a very, very dangerous team. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that movie. But Rambo, are you just telling me the movie because you've seen it, or are you telling me the movie because you're hoping that's the one? In the West, I don't know, bro. In the West, you think Houston's gonna lose? And Boogie, do you think they're done? I don't think it's Dinosaur Island, Dean. Could be Zebra Island. Let's check Dinosaur Island. Okay, came out in 94. No, this is definitely not it. First of all, it's a comedy. This movie was definitely not a comedy that I remember watching, so this is definitely not the correct movie. Dinosaur Island is the wrong answer. Whoever said the Lakers weren't making the playoffs is a fucking retard. What up, Ali? Alicia? Hey, is Alyssa still here? Yeah, the Bruins fucking suck. Fuck the Bruins, man. They gave me hope when they swept Carolina and then took the first game against Tampa Bay. I'm like, holy shit. They may do this, and they got raped 4 in a row. No, so it wasn't okay. Rambo, it's not the movie I'm looking for is not about people in caves. The movie I'm talking about, a woman runs into a cave to hide from something demonic. And in the background, there's demonic people singing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can't, something. The Bruins, they really should have beaten fucking St. Louis last year. There was no excuse. They could have forced a game 7 years ago against the Blackhawks until Tuukka Rask decided it would be a good idea to give up 3 goals in 3 minutes. And they fucking Chicago won in game 6 when it should have been in game 7. So, fuck the Bruins, man. The fact that they even won, the Bruins have broken my heart more than the Red Sox have. They really have. It's hockey, Diet Coke. All right, well, like the programmer, if you find the movie I talked about, you win $500. You know what I'm saying? And the goal song. Bruins suck, man. Bruins suck. Well, that's strange. Somebody just texted me on Snapchat. I go to read them. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Harold Reynolds. Harold Reynolds was on Mad Dog Radio with Nick Wright, who I fucking can't stand. I can't stand Nick Wright to save my life. But anyway, Harold Reynolds was being interviewed by Nick Wright, and he thinks Tampa Bay is the best fucking team in baseball. And they could be. I mean, they just got to do it in the playoffs. They have great pitching. They have great. I mean, they're a great team. Everybody always beats Toronto. Yeah, the Red Sox have been fucking just. It's been a mess. I mean, they're one of the worst pitching staffs in the history of the. Definitely in the history of the Red Sox franchise. It might be the worst pitching staff ever that the Red Sox have ever had. I mean, it's got to be. You know. But Dark Waters, I'm going to check that movie out. It looks like a pretty cool movie either way. So I got two movies, Fatima I got to watch, and I got to watch Heaven's War, and then I'm going to watch the two Amityville horror movies I still need to see, and then I'm going to watch this Dark Waters movie, and I'm caught up finally. A couple other movies that got delayed. Like, for example, Candyman was actually supposed to release. It's still on for the 25th. We'll see. But then like A Quiet Place 2 was supposed to come out this year. That got delayed till next year. What's up, Ron? Dude, Light, I swear to God, if you somehow remember it, bro, email me, andyvhb@aol.com. If it's the correct movie, you fucking win $500. You're going to win it. But again, they're in a cave. This girl runs into a cave. It's daylight. I want to say it's a cave. It could have been a tunnel. It could have been a fucking whatever. But whatever she runs into, it's dark in there. I'm pretty sure she has a fucking either a torch for with fire obviously lighting her way, or a fucking lighter for cigarettes. But either one, she's running in there. It's light outside. She's running in there, and all of a sudden, it's quiet. It's dark in there. It's eerie in there, and all of a sudden, demonic voices go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and shit like that. So that's the only scene I remember from the movie. That's the only scene I remember. Diet Coke, I'm a Yankees fan here. Not gonna lie, Rays are best this beast this season. Yeah, Rays are good. And it's funny, Kevin Cash, I never thought he'd be a good manager because he couldn't fucking hit to save his life, but everyone loves him. It's like the guy was a career fucking 220 hitter. He was garbage. And he's one of the best managers in the game. So is Rocco Baldelli. Rocco Baldelli's done well with the Twins. So, I mean, fucking there you go. Let's see. So, TV shows. Nosferatu just got canceled. That was a good show. I'm not surprised it got canceled. I'm not mad that it got canceled because I get why it got canceled. Why does this movie mean so much to you? So I can die remembering what the movie was, and so I'll know for my own fucking knowledge. It's one of those things where I don't want to die not remembering what movie this was. Yeah. Speaking of nightmares, I've had some fucking crazy ass nightmares the last 2 days. They've been fucked up. I don't remember them, but they were, bananas. Just off the wall fucking shit. Okay. But yeah, so TV shows, Nosferatu got canceled. This year, we got Cobra Kai coming back. We got Manifest coming back. We got Creep Show coming back. We got Supernatural, the final 7 episodes until that series is over. That's going to air. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Obviously, The Simpsons and Family Guy. South Park. I don't think, something, the brand new shows. What up, video game lover? The brand new shows that are coming out, I don't think there's a lot this year that I want to watch, which is strange. Usually, there's I went to the wrong fucking deal. Epguides.com. Usually, there's a all 2020 schedule grid. So here we go. So Monday, let's see. There's nothing on Monday that I want to see in the fall. Nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Wednesday on CW, there's a show called Devils. What is this about? A worldwide financial conspiracy rocks the London office of... No. Irrelevant. And then there's a show called Coroner. Nope. So nothing on Wednesday. This is crazy. Thursday, Supernatural comes back October 8th at 8 o'clock for the last 7 episodes. Superstore comes back, that's right. Superstore on NBC on October 22nd. Now, Superstore is going to... America Ferrera, who created the show, she's gone off the show. She wrote herself off, so she's done with that show. And it's going to be interesting to see how well it does without her. Friday nights, nothing. Saturday, nothing. And then Sunday, Simpsons come back September 27th. Bob's Burgers and Family Guy. That's it. So really, there's like 2 shows in October and then 3 on Sunday. So shows on a hiatus that I will watch. Absentia is one hell of a show. It's on Amazon. If you haven't seen Amazon or you haven't seen Absentia, what am I fucking? Let's see. Is anyone here familiar with Quibi? I am. I signed up for Quib. I don't know how Supernatural is going to end. That's a hell of a question. My guess is everything will be fine and they'll just continue going on their way and that'll be it. Or they'll save the world and they'll be done. One of the two. If it's one show, past or present, just one show you would recommend, oh boy. I'm trying to think of the best TV show I've ever seen in my life. I mean... I don't know. I mean, X-Files. Yeah. X-Files would have to be it. That was the first show. I'd also watch Twin Peaks if you can. Twin Peaks I got into. The 3rd season was the best season, I think. But Twin Peaks, I know why now there's a cult following. The 1st season was pretty garbage, but then it got pretty cool. So I'd watch Twin Peaks. Yeah, you know something? What's her face did that for Big Mouth. Big Mouth on Netflix. Jenny Slate stepped down from voicing the black girl on Big Mouth as well. That's interesting. I don't know. What's up, Taylor? So I don't. I mean, they're look. At the end of the day, these people have money, so it's not like they're going to be out of work for eternity. They're voice actors. They'll always be in. We got to find out, are they really doing it for the right reasons, or are they just doing it so they can say, hey, look at me. I'm doing this because I wanted everyone to think that I'm such a cool person. I don't know. All right. Any good recommendations? Josiah says, any good recommendations for movies or shows on Netflix or Hulu? Okay. Light as a Feather was on Hulu. I advise you to watch Light as a Feather. It's lasted 2 seasons. It was decent. I don't know if it hasn't been canceled, I don't think. But it also hasn't been renewed yet. I'd watch Light as a Feather if you like horror movie. See, I only watch horror and comedy. I don't, and sci-fi to an extent. But like dramas, I don't really. Oh, you know something? There's only one show. There's only one season because of the fucking writer's strike. But if you guys go back, try to find John Doe. It was on Fox. It came out in 2002. John Doe, the guy from Prison Break. That was the show he was on before Prison Break aired. So go find John Doe. I would also find a show called Nowhere Man. It aired 1 season only in 1998. That was one hell of a show. And the only reason it got canceled was not because of the ratings. The ratings went through the roof. It was because back then the UPN network went to the WB and had more urban programming, like the Wayans brothers and fucking Jamie Foxx show and all that shit. So that the only reason why Nowhere Man got canceled was because the channel went in a completely different direction with the programming. I never saw The Office. I've seen bits and pieces on it. At some point, I may go and watch it. Obviously, it looks funny. Got a great set of actors on the show. So, Heat up by 1. I would not be surprised if the Heat does not. If the Heat beat Milwaukee, would not surprise me. Okay, so shows that are coming back this year. Absentia, 3 seasons on Amazon. I'd go watch that. It's pretty good, fast-paced show with a lot of no-name actors and actresses, but they do a hell of a job. Obviously, American Horror Story. I'm not really a fan of the series, but I've seen every season because I have to, because I have OCD. What else? We have Creep Show's coming back. Evil. That's a hell of a show, guys. If Married with Children is coming back and that's really real, I'm going to be excited, but I don't think so. There's no way it comes back. Ed O'Neill's 1,000,000 years old. He's aged the worst out of everybody. Like, if you take a look at, like, Amanda Bierce and fucking Ted McGilney and David Faustino and Christina Applegate and fucking Katie Seagal. Katie Seagal hasn't aged a day. Katie Seagal's fucking looking incredible at her age. But Ed O'Neill's fucking horrible. I mean, even while you were watching the show from when it first aired to when it ended around 98, Ed O'Neill is rough. He's in rough shape. But guys, watch Evil. It's on. Is it CBS? Fuck. It's either CBS or ABC. I forget. But the guy who was in Luke Cage is in the show. It's a great show. So Evil's coming back this fall for season 2. I'm going to be excited about that. What else we got? We have... Okay. Manifest. Great show. Hopefully they tell us what happened to him before the show gets canceled. It's on borrowed time, that show. Nosferatu got canceled recently. The Orville's a great show. I watched The Orville. Penrith is a hell of a show that's on Epix, and that is it shows what Batman's what Alfred was as a kid, growing up as a teenager, early 20s. Pennyworth is a great show, so check that out. I wasn't a fan of the Perry Mason reboot at all, but again, I will be. It did get renewed for season 2, so I'll be watching that when it comes back out. Room 104, that's the last season. This season's the last season for that show. It was on HBO. It was sort of like a half-hour variety show with different genres. What else? Supernatural, obviously. Tacoma FD is a hell of a show. It's on now. It's on season 3 right now, or season 2 right now, but it got renewed for a season 3, so that's good. 2 Sentence Horror Stories, that is on the CW, so I would go check that out. That will return in October. War of the Worlds is season 2. Returns next year. But shows that have been canceled this year that I watched. So in 2020, I'm missing a whole bunch of things. I'm hyped for the 2nd season of The Witcher. Yep, I am too. Witcher's a great show. American Horror Story's garbage. Ed O'Neill's still doing Modern Family. Yep. Andy, do you remember an X-Files episode called The Goldberg Vacation, where this man has the best luck at winning big monies but can't actually cash out? No, I don't. I remember I kept watching X-Files for not so much for the monster of the week, but for the shit behind the scenes. That's what I actually cared about. I wanted an answer to what happened to my older sister, which I got, and I was furious when they fucking basically told us that there were good aliens and bad aliens, and the good aliens killed her and brought her to heaven to protect her from the bad aliens. It was the most ridiculous fucking thing I ever saw in my life. Dean, I'll look up Night of the Demons. That show was good. Gotham was good, yep, but that's been canceled. I have seen Cobra Kai. It's a hell of a show. Season 3, it got moved to YouTube. Excuse me, it got moved to Netflix. Yeah, Netflix took it away from YouTube. YouTube had canceled it after 2 seasons, and Netflix picked it up instantly. Have you ever been to Salem, Mass? Once when I was a kid. I don't remember it. All right, so shows that I watched that were canceled this year. Blind Spot ended on a cliffhanger. You don't know if they're really dead or alive. I was pissed about that. Devs was on Hulu. It was a mini series. It was okay. Dispatches from Elsewhere with Jason Segel. That was decent. It had what's his face, Andre 3000 from Outcast in it. Emergence was on ABC about the robot kid. I mean, in the second episode, you already knew she was a robot. She wasn't an alien or whatever. She was a robot. So it went downhill after that. God Friended Me. I was pissed that that show got canceled. And I was even more mad when they interviewed the creators of the show. And basically, the creators of the show said, even if we had been renewed, we were never giving away who the creator of the God account was. You would have known. So I was pissed hearing that because it's like, well, why the fuck am I watching this show? You know? So fuck. I hate fucking writers who do that shit. David Lynch is like the worst of them all. You know? What else? What else did I watch that got canceled this year? Messiah was a hell of a show on Netflix. I would advise you to go watch Messiah on Netflix. What is up, Retro? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Retro Wolf, man. Retro Wolf. Guys, go check out Retro Wolf's channel. He is a hell of a lot better job than I do. He fucking has production value with his videos and stuff. Go check him out. He actually interviewed me back when I had my original game room. I didn't watch Ozark, couldn't get into it. But Retro Wolf, yeah, just go check out his channel, guys. For those of you who are here that actually collect video games and have retro stuff, go check his channel out. He does a hell of a lot of stuff. He does pickups. He does gameplay videos. He has a weekly show, or I think it's weekly, where it's GameCube Gallery, where he has a full Black Label GameCube North America set where he literally reviews every game once a week, or one game a week, I should say. So go check his shit out. The movie you see could be any, what the hell, or could it be any what? No one will ever find. Yes, correct, yes. No one will ever find it. So even if fucking God Friended Me got fucking renewed for 5 more seasons, they never were going to fucking tell us. Not at all. No, they weren't going to fucking tell us who was behind that shit. I was pissed. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was amazing, Stringer. I was talking about that earlier in the fucking show, earlier in the stream. What else? Messiah, guys, go check out Messiah. I'm pissed it got canceled after 1 season. I was furious. It was a great show. The Outsider was based on Stephen King book. That was cool, but it can only last 1 season, so I wasn't really mad when it got canceled because it was a 1-season show. Tell Me a Story is going to air this year on CW, but it was originally on CBS All Access. I'm not shocked that got canceled at all. And then in 2019, there were a ton of shows that got canceled that I watched. I'm just going to go back to 2019, but I'm not going to do every fucking year. Chambers was a show on Netflix. It was based on some book. It was not good. Cloak and Dagger was good. I love Cloak and Dagger. It was a Marvel show, but it got canceled after 2 seasons. That was on Freeform. Constantine, City of Demons, with the dude who played the original Constantine from the TV series. They got him, I forget his name, but they had him voice Constantine again. But that was a limited series for the. I think they released it all on DVD. What else? In 2019, I saw Gotham. Obviously, was great. But it was running out of material. Impulse. Okay. Remember the show? What's up, man? If you could be with any female celebrity, who would it be and why? I'll answer that in a second. Seeing what I'm missing here. Okay, so there's a show called Impulse on YouTube. It lasted 2 seasons. It was a great show. It got canceled, but it was a sequel to, remember the movie with Hayden Christensen called Jumper? Remember Jumper? Well, they made a sequel to that movie called Impulse. So watch Impulse. It was on YouTube. I don't know where you can find it now. If you have a Fire Stick jailbroken, you can watch it. But Impulse was a great show. I was pissed that got canceled. Then there was a show called The In-Between that was on NBC last summer. I'm not surprised it got canceled. It was about basically a girl who could see dead people, sort of like Medium way back in the day. But these dead people wanted to hurt. It was a stupid show. And she had a the dude from the Dresden Files was her adopted father, who was gay in the show, and he was a cop or detective, and she helped him solve his cases because she could see the dead people and shit. That Jessica Jones obviously got canceled. That was a good show. What else? Then there was Lethal Weapon, great show. I actually was pissed when because he had behavior issues on the set, and him and Damon Wayans didn't get along. But then they brought the dude from American Pie. He actually did really well. I loved him in that show. But it was Damon Wayans was done after the 4th season. Let's see, Mr. Robot, great show, but it got fucking stupid towards the end. That's another show I was pissed off at the ending. The Name of the Rose, based on the movie with Sean Connery, based on that book. It only was released in Italy, but the show was in English, but it was a limited series. Here's a show I got pissed that got canceled, The OA. No, not Looper, yes. The movie called Dumper. I'm so fucking tired. The movie called Jumper with Hayden Christensen. Okay? Hayden Christensen had a movie called Jumper. And Samuel L. Jackson was in it. And there was a show called Impulse that was a sequel to that movie. But anyway, the OA on the Netflix, somebody asked me, Josiah, go watch the OA. OA was a great fucking show. That got canceled. That's on Netflix. Great show. Jason Patrick was in it. What else? This is 2019 shit that got canceled. The Punisher was a great show. I love the dude who played him. Why can't this? Now my fucking computer's frozen. You fucking serious? Piece of shit. Here we go. What else? Runaways, obviously we talked about that. That was a Marvel show. Great show. Treadstone. All right. Remember the Bourne movies? Remember the Bourne movies? Well, the Bourne movies, there was a TV show sequel called Treadstone. That got canceled after 1 season. I was pissed. It was a great show. So there's that. Watchmen got canceled after 1 season. So that was 2019. But this year, this season, I mean, this fall TV show, this fall fucking TV deal. There's not a lot of shows, man. Just The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, and Family Guy, and then Superstore when it fucking comes back. That's it. All right, what did I miss? Is Stranger Things still going? Yes. Season 4 should be coming out next year, and it already has been renewed for a 5th season. And then Retro Wolf asked me if there was one celebrity I could fuck, who would it be? Probably be Jennifer Connelly. And the reason to be Jennifer Connelly is she was my first crush ever. Technically, Winnie from fucking Wonder Years was my first crush ever, but real crush be Jennifer Connelly. Jennifer Aniston would be a fucking real close second. So that's that. So Josiah, to answer your question, check out the OA. There's 2 seasons of that. Check out Messiah. There's only 1 season of that. I'm going to go. Any thoughts on Tom Brady? I think he's going to have a fucking great year. Let me go and check out. What was it called? The Cave? Let me see. Let me see if The Cave. Well, dude, there's a ton of The Caves, and I don't see anyone from fucking 93. Hold on. I don't know what the hell you're... Dude, I don't... I don't see any movie The Cave from 93. The OC. No. The OA is the show I'm talking about. Jennifer Connelly's fucking gorgeous. But you know who else is gorgeous and who's almost 70 years old and she looks like she's 48 is Andie MacDowell. Go take a look at what Andie MacDowell looks like now. God damn, is she hot. Jesus Christ, is she fucking hot. Andie MacDowell, she's like 68 years old. She's fucking smoking hot. Go take a look at her. She was in that movie 3 Weddings and a Funeral or something with Hugh Grant. Fucking stupid ass movie that was supposed to be that on this poster that I have, the top 100 movies of all time or some shit, and that was one of them. Yeah, Stranger Things is really good, but Josiah, go check out the OA. I'm telling you right now, you'll like it. The OA is great. Messiah is great. Castlevania, by the way, should be coming back this season on Netflix for season 3. So I'll be watching that. Yes, she was in Groundhog Day. Yes, she was. Yep, but she was also in 3 Weddings and a Funeral. Oh, she has a sneaky little smile about her, Andie MacDowell. She knows she. When a girl has that sneaky smile, I'm telling you right now, she fucking takes the dick. She fucking takes it. She's not shy about it. That little smirky smile that those girls have, man. They fucking know what's up. They know what the fuck's gonna go down. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jessica Alba was hot. Jessica Alba was hot. She's fallen off the face of the planet, but she was hot. So anyway, that's fucking that. So I'm gonna check out that fucking weird movie, Dark Waters. I'll check that out. And then Dean told me to go and watch. Dean told me to fucking watch. What is it? Evil something? Hold on. Demon Knight. Is that what he said? Oh, I missed this. Stringer says Agent Carter was canceled way too early. The ratings were horrible. I didn't mind Agent Carter, but the ratings were fucking terrible. Going back to see. All right, Night of the Demons, he said. He said Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons. Let me see if it's that. Let me look up Night of the Demons. Night of the Dick. Night of the Demons. All right, 1988. And then there was a remake, it looks like, in 09. 10 teenagers party in an abandoned funeral parlor on Halloween night. When an evil force awakens, demonic spirits keep them from leaving. I'll check this out, Dean. It could be this. It could be. I doubt it, but it could be. So I'll check it out. I don't think it's this, but we'll check it out. Night of the Demons. Oh, no, it's a comedy. So no, it's not. It's not Night of the Demons. There's no way this movie was fucking a comedy. I can tell you this. Night of the Demons 2. Another comedy, yeah. No. And it takes place at a funeral home, so no. This isn't it. Night of the Demons is out. The Triple Frontier, yeah, I don't like military shit. No interest, really. But for everybody else, I may like it. Oh, yeah, they got that smile, man. Forget it. You better come with your A game in that bedroom or you're done. It's going to be, Oh, Tom Seaver just died. Well, that's not good. All right, let's see what the fucking scores are here. We're going to, 5 minutes, we're out of here, but let's see. Guys, comment on this video when it uploads so you can tell me what you want me to try. I think somebody had a good idea for a bag of chips. Try that. Miami's up 4 with 8 minutes left in the fourth. Miami could go up 2-0. And then Oklahoma City game 7's tonight. So See how my Red Sox are doing. Fucking they suck. Let's see what we got going down. All right, let's see. Rays are up 5-0 over the Yankees. Blue Jays are up 2-1. Oh, the Sox are winning in the 5th. Get out of here. What do you know? What do you know? See? Let's see. See? All right, here we go. We got Verdugo. So we got Verdugo. Bradley hit a home run. He's still hitting 252. This is Bradley's best offensive year. He's hitting 250. You fucking believe it? Bobby Dahlback's hitting 200. And he only has that one hit, which was a homer. Actually, his 2 hits. Is a homer and a single. Peraza's garbage. We got to get rid of him. Chavis is fucking done. He's all done. Bogart's hitting 296. He's the only guy. Martinez is hitting 213. He has a double. All right, this is how bad the fucking Red Sox are. Their opener was a guy I've never even fucking heard of. Robinson Layer. Robinson Layer is the fucking opener for the Red Sox. Robinson Layer. He was 27 years old. Never heard of this fucking guy. Then they got Mike Kickham. Pitched 3 innings and gave up 3 runs. And I think, if I recall, Mike Kickham played for the Mets before. Could be wrong. Mike Kickham. Fucking garbage. God, is he fucking garbage. Did he play for the Mets? He hasn't played since 2014, this guy. He was with the Marlins. Jesus Christ. This is how bad the Red Sox season has gotten. And then this A. Triggs guy. Who the fuck's this guy? He's pitched a scoreless thing. His ERA is 20.25, this A. Triggs guy. His ERA is 20. Andrew Triggs. He used to be a Giant. God, they're fucking horrible. Ugh. It's from Nashville, Tennessee, though. What up, Jesus? What's up, man? Funeral home? So challenge live stream action is officially on Wednesday. Yes, live streams are going to be every Wednesday night now, not Thursday. All right, Josiah, pretty cool, man. Yeah, check out the OA. It starts off a little slow, but it's good, bro. I'm telling you right now. Andy, what happened to the midget bitch on Facebook? No idea, Christoph. So Diet Coke, his ERA was 20 now. It was 80 coming into the game. He's lowered his ERA from 80 to 20 with the scoreless inning he pitched. There's a movie called Funeral Home. I'll check that out. What else is going down? Wait, Funeral Home? It's not that. It wouldn't be that. There's no way. Jesus, thanks for subbing, bro. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys. So listen, every Wednesday at 7:30, the live streams will happen. Right now, the challenge is eating a huge bag of baked lays in less than 2 minutes. I'll probably do barbecue. I'm sure I could do it, but we'll see. We'll try that next week. I'm also going to try to work on my chugging skills. I may try to do a 2-liter as well next week. We'll probably do 2 of them. And I promise, next week the Game Room Tour will happen. Probably I'll upload the video Monday night or Tuesday afternoon, and you'll see the Game Room Tour. Okay? Oh, Mandy Dickey's here, but she's late. She's late. So, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Remember, Wednesday's a live stream. Tell your friends, tell your moms, tell your fucking grandmoms.